So it's official. Tim Membrey is a Collingwood player, and I'm recording from the hostel bathroom. Let's talk about it. So before I jump straight into this quick video about Tim Membrey, there's still a bunch of you guys that are watching and not subscribed. So if you are watching and you're not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. So close to 9,500, so close to 10,000, which is just absolutely mind-boggling to me. So if you could do that, that would be absolutely appreciated. Now, Tim Membrey is a Collingwood player. It just feels weird doing this video standing up, by the way. But Membrey is a Collingwood player for 2 years. This is an absolutely incredible steal. So if you look at all the media pundits that are sort of talking about this, everyone's like, why is St Kilda delisting this guy who's played, 150 or so games and kicked nearly 300 goals? We know he's on the older end of the scale. Pies have signed him for 2 years, but this is literally a steal for free. We didn't have to trade for him. He gets delisted by the Saints. We pick him up for nothing. And I think this might be the most dynamic our forward line has been for such a long time, for years, right? We've been crying out for a key forward. I know Tim Membrey is not that big key forward like your Kernos or your Mackays or your Kings or anything like that. But what he's going to do to this team is just going to be second to none. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Now, we've had a lot of problems this year. McStay didn't play for most of the year with that ACL. We had Brody Mychek was in and out of the team with injuries, who has just been a battering ram for five or so years, so his body needed that rest. We had Will Hoskin-Elliott playing as a full forward at times, and now we're going to Mason Cox was out as well. So now we're going to have Tim Membrey in this forward line, and I touched on how it's going to be super dynamic, and I think that Membrey does fit into the best 23 just straight away. I know people are saying, he'll probably go through the VFL and whatnot, but I really don't think so. When you sign someone like this, you're pretty much saying your best 23. What I think is going to happen is there's just no chance in hell that we're playing Mason Cox, Darcy Cameron, and Membrey all at the same time. Membrey can take the ruck. I do like Darcy Cameron as a full-time ruckman who, if he needs to go into the forward line, can maybe go into the forward line, but I don't see that happening. And Membrey taking over as second ruck, maybe around the ground. Mason Cox, I think, is a really great tap ruckman, but I think maybe as much as I love Coxie, maybe the game has gone past him a little bit. We're going to have to see how he feels with that knee when he comes back, because he was playing with that partially torn, was it a partially torn MCL or something? So he's cleaned that up. We'll see how he goes into the preseason, but he's only got 1 year left of his contract. I think that Membrey is not his successor, because Membrey's only going to be there for 2 years, but Membrey goes above him in the team, because we can't play all of these big guys forward. So when I talk about a dynamic forward line, I'm talking about, a three-trident attack. And I know I talked about that a couple of months ago with Nathan Kruger in that three-trident, but now we've got the big M's. We've got triple M. We've got Membrey, Mychek, and McStay, which is crazy, right? So none of those guys are over 2 meters, I don't think, which is another insane thing, because they're going to be our key forwards. But you've got these three big guys who love a goal, who can find a goal, and then you've got Lockie Schultz at their feet. You've got Jamie Elliott. You've got Bobby Hill. Unfortunately not Harvey Harrison because of that ACL, but you got Bo McCreary in there as well. Now, that is such a dynamic forward line. Maybe you can even add maybe Reef McGuinness. But again, like I said in that video previously, with bringing Tim Membrey in, I think maybe they trial Reef McGuinness somewhere else, even if it's not in the defense, even if it's on a wing or something. Maybe they're trialing him somewhere else, because yes, he can kick a goal, but it's just not working out for him at the moment. And I really do think that Membrey just overtakes Reef's spot in the team, even though Reef just signed a 1 year contract extension. I've already seen a lot of Collingwood supporters, my boy Lockie, already saying, when can we get 2025 grand final tickets? And I think this has probably been one of the best trade periods we've had in the last, I want to say 10 years. I know that's a long time, over a decade, and I know we had a great trade period going into 2023. But I think this is absolutely incredible. Dan Houston, Harry Perryman for nothing is just a free agent, and Dan McStay, and Tim Membrey for nothing because he's a listed free agent, and then you pay a little bit for Dan Houston. I think that Justin Leppage's first pre-season trade period is just A+++. One of the best in the AFL at the moment during this period. And I just think Tim Membrey is the icing on a cake, and it's a free hit. If it doesn't work out and we have to play Cox or we have to play Reef McGuinness, it doesn't work out. It's a free hit. He's not going to be on huge money, but I love the experience he brings, and I love the way Membrey goes about it. Whenever I've seen him play for the Saints, which isn't much, but I have seen him play and I've seen the highlights and stuff, and I just love the way he goes about it. He's an absolute warrior as well. What I do, another thing that's not football related with Tim Membrey that I love is that, you remember when he had that sort of mental health battle and he took time away to sort of work on himself and help himself and help his struggles and stuff. I thought that was so fucking brave and something that we need to see more of. And I'm glad he's on our team now, because I think that is just a lesson for the whole AFL community. And I hope, you know, the Pies or the AFL do something around that mental health advocacy, because, you know, I'm a big mental health advocate as well. So hoping that they sort of do something around that, because that was so brave of him as a man, as well as a male, as a professional sporting athlete, to take a step away and say, I need to work on my mental health. I thought that was fantastic of him, and I think I even did a post about it back when it happened. So I thought that was great, and I think that even that experience and that mental health sort of side of it is good for our young kids coming through. But again, I think this is just absolutely incredible. I'm not going to curse us, but I dare say that we are going to see such a fun attacking Collingwood if everyone can stay fit. That first side in round 0 or round 1, whenever we're going to play, is just going to be absolute chef's kiss. And you can see it radiating out off me, man. I'm so fucking excited. This is going to be incredible. Tim Membrey, Skunk, welcome to the greatest couple in the land. Welcome to the Pies. But anyway, guys, like, comment, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends, tell your pets. And until next time, double shackers. I'll swoop you later.